Hey there, coin collectors and history buffs. Welcome back to our channel, where we uncover some of the most fascinating treasures from history, one coin at a time. Now, you might be thinking, a 1-cent coin? How much could that possibly be worth? Well, hold on to your hats because what we're about to discuss today will blow your mind. We're diving deep into a special 1-cent coin minted in 2006. One that's not just rare, but could potentially be worth a whopping $4 million. Yes, you heard that right. $4 million. If you're into rare coins or just curious about what makes this penny so valuable, stick around. We're going to explore the history, the significance, and why this 1-cent piece could be worth more than you could ever imagine. So, without further ado, let's get into the incredible story of the 2006 USA 1-cent coin that's worth a small fortune. Let's start with the basics. The 2006 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln penny, was minted just like all the other pennies you've probably seen in your pocket or in a jar somewhere. It features Abraham Lincoln's iconic profile on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Nothing too unusual, right? Well, the standard 2006 penny is valued at just 1 cent. A face value of 1 cent, as expected. But here's the thing. In the world of numismatics, that's the study of coins, some coins are just different. Now, you might be asking yourself, what makes this specific 2006 coin stand out? What is so special about this 1 cent that makes it worth more than $4 million? It's all about the errors. More specifically, an error penny from the 2006 minting. So here's the story. In the world of coin collecting, there's a category known as error coins. These are coins that have been produced with imperfections, whether from minting mistakes or anomalies during the production process. Most error coins are pretty minor, and they might only be worth a bit more than face value. But some error coins, well, they're game changers. The coin we're talking about today is a 2006 Lincoln penny with an error so extreme, it makes this penny an incredibly rare and valuable find. This is the famous 2006 double die penny. Now, what exactly is a double die error? Well, let me break it down for you. When a coin is being struck by a die during the minting process, sometimes the die itself can be misaligned, causing the image to appear doubled, like a blurry image of the design. For most people, this may look like a minor mistake. But for collectors, a double die is one of the most sought-after types of error because it can make the coin extremely rare and valuable. Now, let's talk about value. At face value, a regular 2006 penny is worth, well, a penny, just 1 cent. But if you happen to stumble upon a 2006 double die penny, your luck might be about to change forever. Coins like this don't just carry a premium. They can fetch incredible amounts of money at auction or from collectors who specialize in error coins. In fact, in 2007, a 2006 double die penny was sold for nearly $4 million. And no, this isn't some kind of mistake. That's the real price it fetched at an auction. Now, this isn't just an ordinary penny you can find in your pocket or on the street. The one that fetched that insane price was an exceptionally rare error penny with extreme doubling, which made it a highly coveted specimen. But don't expect to find one for that kind of price every day. Not all 2006 double die pennies are worth millions. But even one in good condition can easily sell for tens of thousands of dollars. Some have been sold for as much as $50,000 or even $100,000. And that's not just for the ultra-rare examples. Even less dramatic double die pennies can fetch several $100s. So if you come across a 2006 penny with a noticeable doubled image, it might be worth getting it evaluated by a professional. Now, if you're wondering, how do I spot a double die penny? Let me give you some tips. It's actually a bit easier than you might think. Look for doubling in the lettering. On the obverse side, check for doubled words in Liberty or In God We Trust. The doubling is usually noticeable around the edges of these letters, often looking like a shadow or a ghost image. Check the date. On a double die error penny, the year 2006 will appear doubled. It might look like there's a secondary set of numbers slightly offset from the main ones. The details. The doubling can also show up on the Lincoln Memorial, particularly around the columns, or the lettering on the reverse side. So, if you come across a 2006 penny with any of these signs, don't just toss it into your jar of change. It might be worth a lot more than you think. Now you might be asking, why do error coins matter so much? Great question. Error coins are a significant part of numismatics because they give us a glimpse into the production process and tell us a story of how something went wrong, but in the best way possible for collectors. For many, owning an error coin is like owning a piece of history. It's rare, unique, and, in some cases, it can be incredibly valuable. But the real reason they're so important is because they're so difficult to find. Once they've been discovered, they often become prized possessions, sought after by collectors around the world. So there you have it, the story of the 2006 1-cent double die penny. A coin that may seem like just a regular penny, but with one small mistake, it can become worth millions. So next time you find a 2006 penny in your pocket, make sure to give it a second look. Who knows? You might just have a $4 million treasure in your hand. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on more amazing stories from the world of coins. And as always, leave us a comment below. Have you ever found a rare coin? Let us know. Until next time, keep collecting, keep discovering, and stay curious. Hey there, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because today, we're diving into a truly mind-blowing topic. We've all heard that old saying, a penny saved is a penny earned. But what if that penny turned out to be worth millions? Sounds impossible, right? Well, what if I told you that a 1996 1-cent coin could be worth up to $7 million? Yes, you heard that correctly. A single penny minted in 1996 could potentially be worth a fortune. So, how does a regular penny from the 90s end up being worth millions? Stick with me as we explore the fascinating history and value of the 1996 penny, a coin that could very well be hiding in your loose change right now. Let's get into it. The 1996 penny may look like just another common, run-of-the-mill penny that's been circulating in your pocket for years. It features President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, just like most modern pennies, and the Union Shield on the reverse, which was introduced in 2010. But before you write it off as just another penny, let's take a closer look at the minting process and why this coin is so special. The 1996 penny was minted in two locations, Philadelphia and Denver, which is why the coin we're talking about today is specifically the 1996 penny, meaning it was produced in the Denver Mint. Now, normally, the face value of a penny is just that, 1 cent. But when you talk about rare or collectible coins, things can get very interesting very quickly. There's one specific feature of this coin that makes it worth so much more than its face value. The coin we're discussing is not just any standard 1996 penny. This coin is known for a minting error that can make it one of the rarest and most valuable pennies in circulation. The key to its value is an incredibly rare error known as the 1996 close AM penny. So what does close AM mean? Let me explain. When coins are struck, they feature letters, numbers, and images that are imprinted by dies. These dies are designed in a specific way to ensure the lettering and images are spaced just right. However, in a small number of 1996 pennies, there was an issue with the positioning of the letters on the reverse side of the coin. In most modern pennies, the letters A and M in America on the reverse are slightly spaced apart. However, due to a minting error, In the 1996 penny, the A and M were too close together, hence the name, close AM. This error happened during the production process, when the dies used to mint the pennies were worn out or misaligned. The result? A coin with a striking mistake that makes it rare and highly valuable. Now, let's talk about value. You might be thinking, it's just a small error. How much could it really be worth? Well, let's dive into the numbers.as we mentioned earlier. The 1996 penny has a face value of just 1 cent. But the close AM error dramatically changes everything. A regular 1996 penny with no minting error is worth about a penny, maybe a bit more to a collector if it's in pristine condition. But a 1996 close AM penny? That can fetch a lot of money. In fact, some of these error coins have sold for as much as $7 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? But it's true. A well-preserved 1996 close AM penny can sell for several $1 million at auction. However, it's important to note that not every close AM penny will fetch that amount. The highest prices are reserved for coins in near-perfect condition, with minimal wear and tear. The price can vary greatly depending on the rarity and the quality of the coin. Some 1996 close AM pennies have sold for around $100,000, while others have been sold for a few $1,000s, still a far cry from their original face value of just 1 cent. Even less dramatic examples of the error can sell for $50,000 to $150,000, depending on their condition and rarity. Now that you know how valuable the 1996 close AM penny can be, you might be asking, how do I spot one? Great question. Spotting a 1996 close AM penny isn't as hard as you might think, but it does require a keen eye. Here's how you can check if you have one. Step 1. Look at the reverse side of the penny, where the words E pluribus unum and America appear. This is where the magic happens. Step 2. Examine the A and M in the word America. In a normal penny, these two letters will be spaced apart slightly. But in the close AM error penny, they will be almost touching. You can actually see them being very close to each other, almost like they're merged together. Step 3. Check for other signs of wear. While the close AM error is the most important detail, the overall condition of the coin will also affect its value. Look for coins that are well preserved, with minimal scratches, discoloration, or wear. The best value is reserved for uncirculated coins that are in mint condition. You might be wondering, why do error coins, like the 1996 close AM penny, fetch such a high price? Well, there are several reasons. First, rarity plays a huge role in the value of error coins. These minting errors are extremely rare. Not every 1996 penny has the close AM error, so when one is found, it's like discovering a hidden treasure. Second, error coins are highly coveted by collectors. Numismatists and coin enthusiasts appreciate these unique pieces because they are part of the coin's history. The imperfection adds character, and owning one of these coins is a mark of prestige in the coin collecting world. Lastly, the story behind the coin is just as important as the coin itself. A coin that has an interesting backstory, like the 1996 close AM penny, makes it even more desirable and valuable. So there you have it, the 1996 close AM penny, a coin that was originally worth just 1 cent, but now, thanks to a rare minting error, could be worth millions. If you come across a 1996 penny in your change, be sure to give it a closer look. It might just be worth more than you think. Thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this deep dive into rare coins, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on future videos. Have you ever found a rare coin? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, keep your eyes peeled, keep collecting, and remember, A penny today could be a fortune tomorrow. Last, hey there, coin enthusiasts and treasure hunters. Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button because today, we have something truly amazing in store for you. You might think a penny is just a penny, maybe worth a single cent at best, right? But what if I told you that 1-cent coins minted in the year 2000 could be worth millions of dollars? That's right. You might have seen these pennies lying around in your pocket, or maybe tucked away in a jar somewhere, but there's a special 2000 penny that could be hiding a fortune. Today, we're going to dive into the incredible story of the 2000 US 1-cent coin and how it has become a highly sought-after treasure in the world of coin collecting, worth up to $8 million. Sounds unbelievable. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll be looking at every penny in your collection with new eyes. Let's start with the basics. The 2001-cent coin, otherwise known as the Lincoln penny, might seem like just another piece of change, something you barely notice in your everyday transactions. It features the familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side, and on the reverse side, we find the image of the Lincoln Memorial, which was featured on pennies from 1959 to 2008. However, in the year 2000, the U.S. Mint made some significant changes to the production process. The 2000 penny was part of a new batch of regular issue coins that were largely seen as commonplace. But that's where things start to get interesting. There's a rare error in the minting process of some of these coins, and it's this mistake that turned a simple penny into a potential treasure worth millions. But what exactly makes the 2000 penny so valuable? Well, let's take a closer look. If you've been collecting coins for a while, you might already know that error coins are some of the most valuable and sought after in the entire numismatic world. But there's a particular error in the 2000 penny that's been the focus of much excitement and attention. So what's the error? It's known as the 2000 wide AM penny. This is a die error, where the A and M in America on the reverse side of the penny are spaced farther apart than usual. Now you might be thinking, a small gap between letters, how can that be worth millions? Well, the reason this error is so important is that the U.S. Mint typically uses close spacing for the letters in America. The wide AM error was extremely rare and represents a mistake during the minting process that wasn't caught in time. What makes this error so valuable is rarity. Coins that are produced with minting mistakes are highly prized by collectors because they are often unique, and because they represent a moment in history when something went wrong, but in the best way for collectors. Now, let's talk about how much this rare 2000 wide AM penny is worth. As you might expect, most pennies are worth just 1 cent, but when it comes to error coins, things get pretty wild. The value of a 2000 wide AM penny can vary significantly based on its condition. In general, the price for a single 2000 wide AM penny can range from a few $100s to a few thousand for a coin in decent condition. But what about the rarest and most pristine examples? Well, hold on, because here's where it gets truly exciting. Some of the highest quality 2000 wide AM pennies have been sold at auctions for as much as $8 million. That's no typo. $8 million for a single penny. Of course, these coins are in perfect, mint condition and are considered some of the rarest coins in existence. So, if you come across a 2000 penny in your change or find one in your coin collection, it's worth checking closely. Even if your coin doesn't fetch millions, it could still bring you a pretty hefty sum. Some examples of these coins, even in less than perfect condition, can still sell for $10,000 to $50,000 or more. But what's the real kicker? This error coin is extremely difficult to find. That's why the value continues to rise, especially when a pristine example is discovered and brought to auction. So now that you know how much a 2000 wide AM penny can be worth, how do you actually spot one? Fortunately, it's not that difficult to check. Let's break it down. Step 1. Turn the penny over and examine the reverse. Look closely at the word America. This is where the magic happens. Step 2. Focus on the A and the M in America. In a regular 2,000 penny, the A and M will be close together, typically with a small gap in between. But in the wide AM era coin, the A and M are significantly farther apart. Step 3. Look for other small signs. While the most obvious sign of the error is the spacing between the letters, you should also examine the overall quality of the coin. The more pristine the condition, the more valuable the coin. Step 4. Check for additional wear or damage. As with any coin, the better the condition, the higher the price. Coins with minimal wear, no scratches, and sharp features are the most valuable. You might be wondering, why are error coins like the 2000 wide AM penny so valuable? Well, the answer lies in rarity, condition, and demand. Error coins are so valuable for several reasons. They're rare. Minting mistakes are extremely uncommon, which means when one is discovered, it's a major event in the world of coin collecting. They're unique. Error coins are one-of-a-kind pieces of history, and many collectors love owning a piece of a coin with a story behind it. High demand. Because these coins are so rare, collectors and investors are willing to pay top dollar to acquire them. The more pristine the coin, the higher the price. So, there you have it, the 2000 wide AM penny. A coin that, at face value, is worth just 1 cent, but thanks to a rare minting error, can fetch millions of dollars. If you come across a 2000 penny in your spare change, make sure to take a closer look. You might just be sitting on a treasure worth millions. Thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed learning about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of our future coin stories. Have you ever found a rare penny or a coin with an error? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, keep your eyes peeled, keep collecting, and remember, every penny could be a fortune in disguise.